right, rolling those quads. If you've got shoes on, this workout is best completed with no shoes. If your feet are off the ground, put them on the floor, drag them. Good. The slower you go, the more you're gonna feel it as well. If you feel a spot that needs more time, stay on it, sink into that spot. Christina, that looks nice outside there. Those Vancouver mild temperatures.
Very warm today.
That looks nice. The sun is shining. Go slow. Ah! That's the spot. Sometimes I'll get a random knee pain. And then when I get on a roller, I realize it's the quads, not the knee. I won't make you spend too much longer here. I'll do this on my own later. 10 more seconds. Good, come on off the roller. If you do not have a roller, you're gonna sit like this and just work on your stretch here. If you have a roller, you're doing the exact same thing, but you're gonna put the leg you're stretching on the roller. So if I'm stretching the right side, left leg will go out, right leg will cross, and I'm leaning onto that right leg, rolling up and down. Good, without a roller, just cross that leg over and sit up as tall as you can. That's it. Good, find that spot that needs a little bit more time. Usually it's near the top of the hip on the side. That's your glute medius. So Ali, that one's probably gonna be a good one for you. Top of the glute, near the side. Good work, switch sides. So whether you're stretching or rolling, take it to the other side. Cross that leg over and lean, roll up and down. Oh, there it is. Take some different angles. If you're holding your breath, start breathing. Good, a couple more. Awesome. Okay, lie onto your back. So you're gonna take the roller, mid-back. With no roller, come into a child pose. Lie onto your backs. Take your hips off the floor, support your neck with your hands, and gently roll from the middle of your back to your shoulder blades. Good, and rest. Pull that roller up from the side. Put it to your side. Okay, let's get into the stretch. So I've got a few of you already in child pose probably. Everyone else, meet in a child pose. So the knees are a little wider than hip width so that your rib cage can fall within the legs. Reach the arms forward, reach long as you can. Drop your head to the floor. Crawl both hands over to the left side of your mat so you're getting a nice stretch in the right side of the body. Reach to the other side. Good. Push yourself into a tabletop. Back is flat. Take an inhale, arch your back, look forward. Exhale, push yourself up into a downward dog. Take a few deep breaths here in downward dog. Inhale. exhale, knees back to the floor. Inhale, look up, arch the back. Exhale, back to neutral back. In a tabletop position, take one leg out to the side as wide as you can. Shift your weight forward and back. As far forward as you can, as far back as you can. Sometimes when you go back far, you'll feel the inner thigh, and when you go forward, you start to feel a little bit of the TFL and hip flexors there. Now come up as tall as you can. Keep the legs right where they are. Push the hips forward by squeezing your bum. Slide the hand down the thigh and lean to the side. That's your QL muscle right there. If you're feeling that, hold that there. Lean, lean, lean. Arms up in the air, reach a little further. That's it. 3, 2, 1. Hands go back down, switch sides. Move forward and back. Move back, move forward. Take your time. If you're forgetting to breathe, breathe in as you go forward, breathe out as you go back. Match your breathing to the movement. Good, stay in the middle, walk your hands up to your hips. Now if your hips are back here, I want you to squeeze your bum, push them forward, draw the abs up. Slide your hand down the side, reach the arm up into the side. Be careful that you're not resting the hand on top of the knee. It's either gonna be on the thigh or on the calf. Squeeze that hip here, lengthen. Three, 2, 1. Take your hands to the floor. Then lift that bent knee off the ground and take it out into a straddle. So your feet are going to be wide, your hands are on the ground. Bend your knees just a little bit. If they're really, really straight, just a little micro bend. Stay here. Walk your hands over to one side. Walk your hands over to the other. Good. Now flatten your back, catch your hips here. Back is flat, stand all the way up. Good. Pivot your right toes out. So now we're in this position. This foot is facing forward or slightly in. This foot's that way. Take your leg, bend it. You're bending it to the side, it's pointing away. Squeeze that hip, take your elbow to the thigh, extend. Now take a look at that bent knee. Make sure it's pointing in the direction of your second and third and fourth toes. So it's opening up. Inner thigh stretch, side stretch. Take your hands down to the floor, inside and outside of that bent knee. Straighten your back leg as much as you can to get into the hip flexors of that leg behind you. Drop your knee to the floor. Take your hands to your thigh, lift up nice and tall. Now, if you're in this position and you're feeling nothing in the hip flexors, that area here, come up a little taller, take that knee in a little bit, then tuck your pelvis in towards you, squeeze that glute hard as you can, like you're trying to create more of a stretch through here, then push forward. So for me, I can already feel it here. Some may feel it deeper. Just make sure you're not arching at the expense of the hip. So stay here. Whatever knee is on the ground, take the arm up in the air and lean towards the front leg side. Yes. Keep squeezing the glutes. Reach a little taller. Reach, reach, reach. 3, 2, 1. Take your hands inside, outside. And then walk that foot all the way in to meet at the top. Let your arms hang, tuck your chin to your chest. Bend your knees a little bit if you need to. You want to feel that stretch through the back of the legs, not so much behind the knees. So if you're feeling a lot of behind the knees, take that little bend. Stay where you are. I'm just changing my direction. Hands to the floor, step your right leg back. Pivot your right foot so your heel's on the ground, and then lift up back into that warrior position. We've got the left foot turned out, the right foot there. The heel of the foot there, we're doing the other side, so if you did opposite of me, just make sure you're doing the other side right now. That front heel is intersecting right in the middle of that back foot. Take your elbow down to your thigh, reach the arm over, make sure you're doing the side you did not do last time. Reach, reach, reach. Take a look at that knee. Make sure it's pointing in the direction of second and third toes, not the big toe. Big side bend, reach a little higher, a little longer. 3, 2, 1. Take your hands to the floor, inside and outside of that foot. Sink a little deeper. Right there, you should start to feel this start to open. Drop your knee to the floor. Walk your hands up to your thigh, up nice and tall. Tuck in that tailbone, squeeze the glute. If this is enough of a stretch for you, stay here. Otherwise, start to push forward a bit, leading with the hip and the knee, not the chest or belly button. Take the arm up in the air, lean to the side. So if right knee is on the ground, right arm is up in the air, leaning to the left. So if left knee is on the ground, left arm is up in the air, you're leaning to the right. Three, two, one. Take your hands to the ground. Step that right foot in, whatever foot's back to meet the other. Feet hip width apart, let your head hang heavy. Keep hanging, hey, keep hanging. Now bend your knees as much as you need to bring your hands to the ground. Walk your feet back and into a downward dog. Pedal your feet left and right. Stay here. Step your right foot forward, outside of your right hand. You can step it all the way or pull it forward. That's it. Drop your left knee to the ground. Press your back foot down to the ground. You can stay here. You can take your elbows down to the ground or take your elbows to your roller or a yoga block. So let me just pivot a little bit so you can see me. So you're staying up tall or take it down here. It's going to be a little uncomfortable for a lot of us at the beginning, but it will release slowly. I thought we were doing quads. Keep holding. Hopefully you're starting to feel a little bit of a release. Okay, option. Stay here or walk your hands back to the floor. Right hand reaches around, grabs that foot. Up to you. If you're reaching and holding it, stay there. Otherwise, stay down here. This is quad, hip flexors. 10 more seconds. Take a deep breath in, everybody. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Let it go. Great job. Switch sides. You can go back through downward dog, or you could just switch it up. So take that back leg straight behind you. Left leg is forward, back leg is straight. Lengthen. When you're ready, drop that right knee to the ground. That's going to set us up for the position we want. Start tall. Stay here, or make your way into a lizard. Take the elbows down to a block, the roller, or the floor. Notice how when you take deeper inhales and exhales, you can get deeper into your stretch. I hate holding a stretch long just as much as you do. Keep holding. That back knee is as far away from your body as you can get it. You can stay here, or you can make your way up, reach behind, grab the foot. Whichever one you choose, I want you to feel a stretch, not pain or discomfort. A little bit of discomfort is okay, but no pain, and nothing that's like, I don't want to be here. Take a big inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Let that foot go to the floor. Take your hands to the ground. Make your way back into a downward dog. Pedal at the feet, left and right. Get those calves. Take your right foot behind your right calf. Three-legged dog. Press your left heel towards the ground. Lengthen the back. Turn your elbows towards the wall behind you. Switch sides. Drive the heel to the floor, wrapping the left foot around the calf. Good. Make your way into a tabletop. Arch your back one more time. And then come into a seated position. Okay, this one, I got two options for you. So you're either going to extend your leg, cross this leg over. Your shin is parallel to your body. The foot is flexed. You're then going to lean forward. Option number two, this is going to get more into the glute med. You're going to bend both knees. They're both going to be parallel to your body, or the side or top of the mat if that helps you. You're going to cross that over and let that knee fall down. You could stay up nice and tall or lean forward. Give it a try. So the first thing I like to do, because I find this stretch so hard, because it's glute medius, is just sit up as tall as I can, and then sort of work to get that knee to eventually one day meet the foot. If you've got that down, then start to lean forward. Keep breathing. Remember, your other option is to extend that other leg out. They both don't need to be bent, so if it's uncomfortable, take it out here. I mean, it's uncomfortable, but unbearable. Take a big inhale. Exhale. Good. Take that same leg. Reach it a little bit further. Now we've got this cow position. Yes. And then lean forward. This stretch isn't for everybody, so if it's not happening for you, stay in the one we did before. One more big breath. Another one. Good. Switch. So cross the other leg over, either here or bent. And the reason why I say some stretches aren't for everybody is not because some are more flexible than others. That's true, but it's also anatomy. So all of us are built differently. And some stretches just don't work for some and some work for others, and that's all good. So instead of nice and tall to start, lean forward if you'd like. Take a big inhale. Exhale, stretch a little deeper. One more inhale. Exhale, good. Now you can stay here. You could also do just a twist like this, or you can go into that seated cow here. I'm going to show you one more way to do this one. If this is not working for you, we'll do it all together. 3, 2, 1. Lie onto your backs. This is our last stretch of the day. This is going to be for everyone who wasn't in the seated cow. We're going to do it lying down. Cross your legs, one over the other, right over left, or left over right. We're in that position here. You're squeezing your thighs together. Then crunch up, reach for the ankles, and then pull towards you. Keep pulling. Switch sides. Reach and pull. Inhale. Exhale. Let's get into a stretch we all know and love. Extend your legs out, arms by your side. Take a few deep breaths in this relaxing position. Palms facing up. Belly rises and falls every time you inhale. Hopefully you're feeling relaxed enough after this workout that you could stay here for a while. We're not going to, but you can if you'd like to. Open your eyes if they're closed. Turn the wrists and ankles in circles. Good. Awesome work, everyone. Thank you for joining me for that. If you would like to learn how to roll your hip flexors with the roller, stay for this little demo. If you're ready to leave and get out of here, you've had enough of me for the past hour and 5 minutes. I get it. Awesome work, everyone. So if you'd like to stick around to learn how to do that, I'll start that now. See you guys.
Thanks a lot, Tori.
Bye, Leslie. No problem. Good to see you. All right, so we're all sticking around for that. Christina's on her. I don't know how you make it onto your back into a relaxation pose so quickly, but I'm always impressed by it. So we did the quads, and I'm just going to show you guys quickly how to roll the hip flexors here. So I'll keep the record on, but I'll stop the music so you can hear me pretty clearly. So you can do this with a tennis ball if you'd like to as well. I'm not at that level yet. It hurts too much. So what you want to try to do, oh, I lost it. Okay, here we go, is roll this area here. So when we did the quads, we're lying on both of them. It's really easy to get the front, but you need to lie on it one at a time to get here. So Ellen, you should do the demo with the ball. So we're gonna lie onto it on the right hip. So put your right hip in front, not the side, but you might even feel it as soon as you put your weight onto it. So the right elbow's on the ground, the left hand is supporting, and then just sink your body weight into it. So the area where the quad sort of meets the torso, and that TFL hip flexor region, just slowly go back and forth. You're literally going up and down an inch. That's the spot. Now, with the roller, it's great because you can lie on it, but if you get a tennis ball, a cross ball, something like that, you can really, really pinpoint that spot. Now I want you to just rock side to side on any spot that feels tender. So you see why right now I can only do this one side at a time. Try different positions, maybe go on to more of the side, go on to more of the front. Good. Let's switch sides. You can always keep going on more after this. I just want to show you guys this one. Take it to the other side. I know this is gonna hurt. And then put some of your weight into it. Left elbow's on the ground, right hand is there for support. And then you can rock back and forth. You can go side to side, find any spots that feel like they need it. And then if you find a spot that needs it, drop your knee to the floor and relax that leg onto the roller. Good. Awesome. All right, so that's how you roll the hip flexors. That's some work you can do kind of on your own time too. It really helps if you feel like when you're doing ab exercises and you feel the hips pinching, the foam roller can be a great tool to use before you do abs. Do it before. If you are feeling it kind of like when you're doing your clamshells, for example, roll the quads before you jump on a sliders class or a strength class, and that will help a lot. Great work today, guys. Thanks so much for joining. We got a lot done in an hour.
Thank you. Bye.
Have a great weekend.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'll see you guys on
Bye.
Thank you, Tor. Have a great week.
You're welcome. Great to see you guys. Bye.